It may be April 1st, but I'm not mean enough to pretend that Silksong is going to be coming out this month, though I do think that Team Cherry should have announced the game's release date today, just for the chaos. Alright, April releases! Here are the biggest and best games releasing this month in order of how excited I am for them. We're starting with Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, which is launching on PC on April 8th. I don't know what it says about me that this is my most anticipated April game. I'll read you the Steam description and you can judge for yourself. Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions is a gamified focus tool set to a soothing lo-fi soundtrack. Discover and collect spirits, customize your cozy virtual space, and facilitate your real-life tasks with a collection of handy features designed to improve concentration and ease stress. Look, I have ADHD, I'm a massive stress head, and I work from home. I need this game. I will try anything to improve my productivity levels. Next on my list is another Crab's Treasure, which is launching on PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Series X and S on the 23rd of April. It's an underwater Souls-like where you play as a crab. What more do I need to say? It looks very silly, there's over 50 different types of shell that you can adorn, and it's a goddamn Souls-like! I'm also very excited to say that they've confirmed I will be given a key on launch, so I can't wait to review, stream, or make silly gameplay shorts later this month. Tales of Kenzera Zao is also launching this month on the 23rd of April, and it will be available on Nintendo Switch, PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. It's generated a lot of buzz in the gaming world after being announced at and featuring during multiple high-profile industry presentations. The game is a side-scrolling platformer and Metroidvania set in the mythical world of Kenzera. However, the most interesting part for me is how passionate the creator, British actor Abubakar Salim, has been about it. It's the first game from his development studio, Surgent Studios. There are themes of grief and loss present throughout the game, which apparently helped him with the loss of his own father. According to multiple news reports, he took heavy inspiration from his father and the stories that he told from Bantu mythology, and I'll be the first to admit that I have a massive knowledge gap about this branch of mythology, but I'm always keen to listen. Despite many rejections over the years, we're finally able to hear the story of Zao. Moving on, how can I not mention Stellar Blade, which has been all over my social media feeds as we approach its launch on PS5 on the 25th of April. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how best to cover this one. Yes, there's a very conventionally beautiful main protagonist who is the perfect representation of many beauty standards across the globe, and according to weird nerds on Twitter, is the ultimate male fantasy. I can even attest myself as a bisexual woman that yes, that's an attractive female character. She was also based on a real-life Korean model. Yes, a real person was scanned for this game. So that's resulted in a tidal wave of bizarre gotchas by people who don't quite understand the argument in favour of representation within games, and how only showing one type of body in mainstream media, and I mean for any gender, can be damaging. The horny tweets were kind of funny at first, but now some people have taken it a bit far and it's coming off rather sad. Do they know how much porn exists on the internet? The character has been undeniably over-sexualized, but I'm all for diversity in video games. Some games can have unreal arse-jiggle physics, and some can go in another direction. At this point, I'm desperate to play the game because I know nothing about it other than what the main character looks like and how she navigates ladders. I hope there's a solid story to go along with it. Next up is Turbo Kid, which is, in their own words, the Metroidvania you wish you played as a kid, and it's launching on PC on the 10th of April. This game is based on a 2015 indie film also called Turbo Kid, which involves a kid who likes comic books trying to survive a post-apocalyptic wasteland with their BMX, and I'm told it's surprisingly gory. The game has you explore that very wasteland also on a BMX, where you can bump into adored characters from the film. I actually wasn't aware of this one until I looked up what's releasing this month, and it sounds like a fantastic amount of silly retro fun. It's coming to PC this month, but don't worry Switch owners, it'll be launching there in the near future. I feel like I can't make this video without mentioning that No Rest for the Wicked is hitting early access on PC on the 18th of April. This is the highly anticipated action RPG by Moon Studios, who also developed the Ori games. But do be warned, it's very different from the Ori games, which isn't a bad thing, of course. I don't think it's my cup of tea, but you know me, I'll try anything. I've only heard positive reviews since the first hands-on session, with quotes like how it shouldn't work as well as it does and that it leaves you wanting more. Other good news for the title includes that it's been confirmed that it won't feature any microtransactions, and it's coming in at a very reasonable price point of £31 to £35, depending on when you pick it up. The full version of the game will be coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, but the date is still to be confirmed. The Final Fantasy XVI DLC, titled The Rising Tide, is launching on April 18th and is probably the most anticipated release this month to the general public. Remember, this video is incredibly biased based on my own personal preferences. I can never get into the Final Fantasy games, and it's the cutscenes. There's too many cutscenes. But for those of you with attention spans that last longer than a toddler in a candy shop, you'll probably be delighted to play this when it arrives. A few other honourable mentions include TopSpin 2K25 launching on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One and Series X and S on the 26th of April. Growing up near Wimbledon, the only thing I could tell you about tennis is that they sometimes play in Wimbledon. Sandland is launching on April 26th on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, which is a win for the shonen fans, but I can't say I know too much about the series. Manor Lords is coming to PC Early Access on the 26th of April. I'm less a Manor Lord and more of a South London apartment peasant, but the city building looks fun. It's specifically the tactical medieval battles that don't do it for me, which is fine, because they're probably a huge selling point for the right gamer. And don't forget that Dave the Diver, Sea of Thieves and Grounded are all going to have PlayStation ports releasing this month. Alright, that's everything from me today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to let me know what you're looking forward to playing this month, or which of my opinions you're most annoyed by. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.